and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jody, and on my channel I talk about Broadway, wearing my t-shirt for the Broadway revival of Sideshow, and books. And in today's video, I'll continue to talk about more of the books that I read in 2023. So, like in my previous video, I won't be delving too much into the details of what these books are about, or my thoughts on them, as I've already done a spoiler-free review on my channel for every book that I read last year. I will though still do a Cliff Notes version of what these books are about and my thoughts on them along with my star rating. So without any further ado, let's get on to more of the books that I read in 2023. So the next book I read in 2023 was a book called The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. So The Housemaid is about a young woman named Millie who has had quite a difficult last few years. Because of that, she's found it very hard to find steady work, a steady job. And she ends up coming across finding out about an available live-in housekeeping position at a home in a very upper-class prestige neighborhood. Millie doesn't think there's really any chance she would get the job if she would apply for it, but she really has nothing left to lose, so she applies for the job. She goes for her interview, everything goes smoothly, and sure enough, she does get offered the job, and she gladly accepts it. Although after some time of working at this home, Millie begins to notice some very strange and odd occurrences happening. And at the same time, she's not sure if maybe she's overthinking things, she's in her head, and like maybe it's just not actually happening. So the rest of the story is about Millie trying to uncover if these strange and odd occurrences that she's noticed at this home are actually in fact happening, or if she's just overthinking things and very much in her head. So as far as my thoughts on this book, this was a book that I had seen at the bookstore for quite some time before I picked it up. I would say around 2022, this book, a lot of booktube channels started talking about it and speaking very highly of it, so it very much became like the it book of the moment. And also, you know, it was very hyped up as well because of that. And I can say after reading this book is 100% worth the hype. It's a very high intense mystery thriller that has unpredictable twists, turns, and reveals that will keep you guessing, have you on the edge of your seat. And it's very much a page turner. I really like the way the author wrote this story. It just reeled you in and kept you interested the whole entire time. So in case you aren't aware, this book has since become a book series. A second book came out last February. I haven't read it yet. I hope to read that this year. And if you didn't know, a third book is going to be coming out in June. I wasn't even aware of that until recently, but if you weren't aware of that as well, now you know. So yeah, I definitely recommend this book if you like mystery thrillers. It's 100% worth the hype, and my star rating for The Housemaid was 5 stars. So the next book I read in 2023 was a book called Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. Rock, Paper, Scissors is about a married couple named Amelia and Adam. Amelia and Adam are very much on the brink of divorce. They have been going to couples counseling for quite some time now, and nothing's really worked, and they're kind of both at a place where they don't even like each other anymore. And so one day where Amelia works, a raffle takes place, and Amelia wins quite the prize. A trip for two, getaway to the Scottish Highlands. And Amelia sees this prize as like a hopeful sign that maybe if her and Adam go on this trip, they can fall back in love. So the two of them, get in their car and they make the drive up to this hotel. And unfortunately, the weekend that this trip is to take place, there's a huge snowstorm happening around them. So the drive up there is not easy by any means. And then once they get to the hotel, they're very taken aback by what they see. The building, the hotel that they're supposed to be staying in, looks like it's been abandoned for a long time, like years and years. And not only that, but there's no one around. There's no hotel staff to greet them hello, to take their luggage, check them into their rooms. There's no one around, period. And Amelia and Adam obviously find this very odd and strange and have no desire to stay at this hotel anymore. And unfortunately, because of the weather, they do find themselves stuck there for the time being. So the rest of the story is about whether this weekend away, just the two of them, with literally no one else around, can help repair their marriage, help them fall back in love again, or will this be the moment where they realize that maybe they should just go their separate ways. And as far as my thoughts on this book, this was a book that I literally never heard about until I heard some people on BookTube talking about it, and you know, it's a very hyped up book. I have since found out, and and there's a reason for that. After reading it, I can say there's a reason for that. It's 100% worth the hype because it's a really great, really great, really well written mystery thriller with a perfect atmospheric background. This actually does take place in the wintertime, like during a snowstorm, so this is actually the perfect time to read this book if you like reading books, you know, seasonally, you know, winter, it being winter and all. Um, but yeah, I've never read an Alice Feeney novel before, but I definitely hope to read many more of her books in the future. I definitely hope to read one this year as well. Um, I really appreciate the way she told the story. It was written in a way as though the novel was a puzzle, where as you would read pages and chapters, you would get more pieces to the puzzle, more clues to the story. And you could tell as you were reading it, all these pieces to the puzzle, all these clues to the story connected to one another, but you could not but I could not figure out how until the very end, obviously. And the writing was just so smart, clever, and the attention to detail was just really fantastic. And it was just a really well written mystery thriller. I really enjoyed it. I really appreciated my time reading this book. It was, you know, I just really liked it. What can I say? And so, yeah, my star rating for Rock Paper Scissors is 5 stars. So today I talked about more of the books that I read in 2023, which was The Housemaid and Rock Paper Scissors. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you've read these books, and you know, what were some of your favorite book reads of 2023, and maybe what some of the books that you hope to read in 2024. So yeah, be sure to stay tuned for my next video where I talk about the remaining books that I read in 2023. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, bye.